Hello, welcome back to Satisfactory, update 6, experimental build. This is Maker Gaming with episode 15. Last episode we unlocked steel. We found our base that we talked about at the beginning of the game. The beginning of this canyon entrance, close to the Spire Coast, and we'll build towards the Spire Coast from here. This will get much bigger. This is really just a spot where we can get our first steel going, so that's what we're gonna do. Or enough for 2. Alright, I was thinking it through. I think this works. So we will bring this in from there. We'll line it up better in a second. And we're conveying down to this. For here. Hopefully that angle, it's not exactly right. See if the other angle's any better. That works better. For this one, just go in from the bottoms. Oh, I wanted to be cinematic about it. I didn't make the final connection. Guess I had to do it on camera, so we'll go do that. Oh, that's nice, just connected right on. Don't love how that looks, but that is what we needed. Oh, and the fog cleared up. You gotta decide when we go into the coast, do we want to go from that end or that end? It's very reminiscent of the one in the green, the grass fields. Alright, so 45 per minute, but they're going to get split across 60, so that's 30 a minute. So we'll get 30 a minute out of them, so let's see what that produces. There's no reason for this to stay small. Okay, 60 for 15, so we'll get 30 for 7.5. $30 for 20, we'll be getting closer to that. Ugh. How depressing is that? Need more iron plates. Alright, just made it. Alright, so now these are running. We've got both our materials coming in on 60 belts. Both of them are running steel ingots. One's running beams, one's running pipes. So that's good. Now we need that running for a long, long time. We're still doing good with power. We're still 200 megawatts under our max, and it's usually pretty steady, so it's always good to add more. We will add more at some point, but for now, we actually got some steel going. There's a steel beam there. Now we'll start thinking more realistically about where we want this. I think I want it closer to up to this level, so it's maybe even with that kind of ground. We're definitely going to be curious about our path north. He looked almost peaceful. Is this a direction we want to go? It's a harmless path. It's a little plain this direction. I don't think we want to go this way, but we'll finish out the walk. It's disappointing knowing there's nothing to find in these areas, but that will change, right? I realize this is a new territory I'm running. Is that one of the oil patches? No. Alright, we really didn't mean to get out here. This is probably the way we come in. Here's another oil. Alright, so we've now found 2. I believe there's 4 out here now. There used to be 3, right? And this might be our most likely way in and out. There's another oil. Oh, is this a direction? This might be also. I'll be excited when we have hypertubes open. We can get rid of all these ridiculous stair ramps for one thing. Yeah, the double-sided ramps, they look a lot better out in the wild. That looks kind of ridiculous, but ever since Update 5 with the Zoop, there's just other things in the Awesome Shop that I want to get first. Kind of want to give this a little bit of time. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do over here for a minute. So I get a few more materials before I head back. That's not bad, actually. Must have got those when I was running around the Spire Coast. Gets me at least to 50. Well, we're at full health. Is there another one I don't know about? I hear something. Where's it popping from? Ho ho ho, tricky. Wonder if I can even reach that one. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Not gonna bother with you yet either, buddy. Enjoy your time. Ugh. Just can't do anything without running out of materials. I don't think I like the look of the 1 meter. Those big ass concrete pillars. Just doesn't look right. Something about riding power lines seems extra safe in the rain. We really gotta get our copper back. We gotta get these fixed up. All this is a disaster. You know, it's been too long. Let's do it. When you start taking apart a factory, it's best to make sure your inventory is not full, because it starts leaving these cases everywhere where you can't pick anything up, or where your inventory can't cover, so it can be a real pain in the... be a real pain. Finally got rid of that ridiculous clipping. So we do still have 4 spots. And I'm almost sure this is a 120. Yep, so let's get this one going how we want. Thinking here? Hopefully that splitter. Looks like it. Hopefully that's enough room. Or we could just forgive whatever it looks like. Oof. That's a little bit too much. I'm gonna be okay with it. You know, while we're checking that out, let's see. These are running for a while. There we go. Now we have some decent numbers coming out of here now that we have it all automated. Hopefully here too. Yes. Okay. That's going to be very helpful when we get back to when we get back over to steel. We can do tier 2 to both steel inputs, and that will double our steel output. And we don't have beams yet. I wouldn't mind using beams, or we might not even have access to beams yet. Let's see what we got. We got 5 here. Alright, we got 7 coupons. Oh wow, windows. Oh, that's huge. Not yet, though. I am... Yeah, I came in just for this, so it'd be silly not to buy it. So, now we have beams. Just like the supports of the pillars, we got those. We got connectors. And holding control, you can do some odd placements with these. Now, I thought there was a way to go weird angle. Maybe that's... It's not working. But you get the idea. The reason I like the beams is for just power. Make power a lot more compact. We'll do it. I didn't realize you could go underneath. So now we have this one going. If we do a second floor, we'll use that one right there to go into that hole, go up. Man. Just gonna unload all this stuff. Just let that do its thing. So we need to split. Actually, this is... How do we want to do this? We might have to build our first... Okay, we do screws. Sorry, I'm trying to do math in my head, while also trying to think what to be talking about, what to showing. So if screws... Getting 50 a minute, 12 and a half. So for 4, that'd be 60. No, I'm sorry, 50 per minute. We could use those on the top floor. Which would mean down here we would do 15 a minute, it'd be 30, so one would... So we could do those 2 iron plates. Just each have their own separate belt. Could do this one for 2 constructors here for rods. And those will go off. We could have this go up a floor and do 4 sets. Do we want to up that? Oh no, we can't do that because that'd be 60. There so that we can work on it as it goes. And we could always do floor holes. I think I just don't even want to deal with this problem of the splitting. So I think I'm just going to take it up. We'll see what that looks like. So if that's a merger, we could do something ridiculous. Something about like that. Is that horrendous after all the other organization we tried to do? Or maybe I just never let anybody see it. So we got 60, that's 25, 50. And down this one to 10. Alright, we got our second story. 120 a minute per belt. So we're going to do 2 at 100, 2 at 100. What is this one going to output? 40? We could split that one to the other two. That might work actually. We'll go 40 down the middle one. Full 50 here. So we'll get 50, 50, 50, and 50 outputting. This one will get 40, and we'll split that between the two. That'll be 20. And it might actually be a little less than that, but either way that works too. So we want to split that. Oh damn, we don't have enough beam. What else can we use? Good enough for now. Before we turn that on, let's make sure. Got the capacity. We got 200 megawatts to go. What is this? 5 with 4, that's 20. We're about to add a constant 20. I believe. See if our material's coming up. No, it doesn't look like it's working quite yet. I'm not sure what the problem is. Only 60's coming up the belt, so everything up here can be Mark 1. Finish this belt. Might have to be a 2 because the other one was a 2. Hopefully this is 90. Nope. Now it's 90. Now we gotta think of where we want all this to go. Alright, this iron is officially using the entire 120 coming out of the belt. We should be 100% efficient. I think we can say that. We underclocked the one machine so that it would be fixing our screw numbers not being exactly 60. Which spit out 50 each. This one takes in 10, spits out 40, splits between the two belts. So we have 120 going out of each belt. This one's going straight into the awesome sink. And this one should be going straight into storage. Are we already full? Nope, we never finished storage. And I also saw that the other one wasn't going, so we forgot power as well. I was thinking I hadn't done that much, but I think I've done too much. Started the steel, went and wandered in the Spire Coast for no reason. Sorry about that. What else? Started to work on quartz, ran out of materials, went all the way back to base, got distracted, spent a couple hours on iron. Got my materials back, fixed up the quartz, Added a bright pink to signify the quartz. Oh, and almost my fourth death. So yeah, I should stop it there. I think pretty soon I just want to do a lot of research. Open up a bunch of stuff. I might do that next episode. Things like windows. What is firing at me? Pretty good. I wonder now, not with 100. It would be nice to upgrade all these. Wow. We were gone a good time. So that's plenty to get some research going. I don't think I like the stripe there. And this needs some sort of foundation, maybe going down into the wall as a slant. Sorry, I was trying to go. So yeah, we'll end it there. We'll do more building, we'll do more MAM research in the next episode. See you then. One thing, I realized something I haven't built yet that we bought. I think it's an organization. We didn't put up any of our lights yet. So, arrow points that way. Power it up. Now we have a light. We'll buy bigger ones later. They'll help us build at night and look better for the video. So yeah, now we can say we've built the light. Now we can go. Thanks again.